This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Arvada, Colorado. I'm here at Divine Designs since 2015. This locally homegrown company has been providing the best in design, construction, and renovation. I'm here with Michael, who is the owner, local operator, visionary. Let's start off a little bit about yourself, Michael. I mean, basically not everyone gets to enjoy working on what they love. Their passion, day in and day out. You basically were grown up right here in Arvada, serving the folks here locally as well as the complete Denver metro area. Tell me a little bit how you got involved in this industry.
Italian DNA. I love architecture. I love creating things. Start off with Legos and erector sets, and kept on doing it. And I am fortunate, actually. I do what I love. So with it, there's a lot of numbers involved, geography, geology, geometry is really what I'm trying to say here. And just being able to create something that's beautiful. Beautiful and functionality is what I try to create for all my owners.
That is excellent. I mean, let me ask you this. There's many contractors out there that have the tools, they have the skills. How important it is that they have the desire to really want to make someone's dreams become a reality?
Oh, it's huge. It's imperative. Actually, I think it all comes back to integrity. Every house that I do, either my mom or one of my daughters is in there. And it's not that they're there physically, but every house that I do it as if one of them were living there. So, I mean, they're getting the best quality. I mean, obviously, I'm going to give my daughters the best quality. So
that is for sure. And they're the biggest critics, right? So if we can pass something like that, you're doing good. I mean, a client comes to you with an idea, a vision. Are you able to add your years of experience to that vision, and the both of you collaborate so you can come up with the best possible project?
In today's world, we're really fortunate. I mean, we have Instagram out there, Facebook, Houzz. There's a lot of visual things that if a customer is able to describe something, I could direct them and say, well, are you thinking about something like this, something like this? Also, I have a nice software program called Chief Architect, so I'm able to do 3D renderings, so they're able to see exactly what they want. I'm there discussing with them what they might like and make changes right there that's applicable.
Discussing with them right there what they want. How important is communication, not only initially, but really throughout the entire project, kind of keeping them in the loop?
Communication is of utmost importance, So when you take a look at my contracts, actually, they're very thorough. It says everything from the demo to the framing to the plumbing to electrical. So that way, if one of my daughters was there, for instance, they would know exactly what stage they're at, what's being worked on. And if they have any questions, they can come and say, oh, well, we thought about doing this, and we can make changes right then and there.
That is nice. I mean, a client, they trust you. They trust you with this project. But even more importantly, they trust you to be in their home, which is very personal. How important is being courteous, respectful, and obviously efficient when you're working in their home?
So important. So we are there. We're there making noise. We're there making dust. We try to keep it to a minimum. But again, I could have plastic walls up, sheathing and everything, making it look like a hazmat area. Still a little bit of dust gets out. You want to make it as comfortable as possible because, again, we're in there destroying these people's homes a little bit to create something beautiful. And that's what you have to do.
I mean, folks that are trying to add more space, more living space, would you say that additions are something you definitely specialize in?
A matter of fact, I have an addition that's going on right now, and then I have another one that's a 6-car garage with an ADU on top, which is an alternative dwelling unit. So in Colorado, return on investment is huge. As we see in the market, it's really huge that you're getting the most square footage out of everything that you do here.
I want to ask you this. I see a lot of folks want to add on. They want to add more space, but yet the neighbor's super close. Maybe they don't have enough land, something like that. Is it possible to add upwards as well?
So in certain locales it is. We call them pop tops. They're basically $235 a square foot, so they're not the cheapest thing. In Denver, you have a height restriction of 5 feet. In some areas of Denver, though, they don't want it. So you have to really know the zoning of it, and you might also have to get a variance from your neighbors saying, hey, we want to build up. Do you mind?
Yeah, that is interesting. Pretty much easier probably if you have an unfinished basement. I imagine you can go in there and create one of their favorite places.
We love basements. As a matter of fact, that's what's kept me in business for so long. I call them no handcuffs. We go in there, cut pads, we cut bathrooms in there, we do walkouts. Again, when you're sitting there talking about return on investment in today's world with Airbnbs, that's something that we take a look at, what's best for the homeowner. That way, if they have a separate walkout, the clients that are there, they never have to interfere with the personal life of the homeowner.
One of the busiest rooms they found in a home anymore is the kitchen. I mean, no longer do we just cook there. We actually entertain people in our kitchens. Can a kitchen be beautiful like this and yet at the same time functional?
Beauty and functionality is the most important thing. This is where, kids will be sitting there doing their homework. You'll have friends over, you'll have wine dinners here. Come Christmas time, you're having family holiday dinners, and still most people conglomerate inside the kitchen.
Garages, patios, walk-in closets. Is there really no job that you're not able to do with your past experience?
So living in Newport Beach really helped me out. I was out there for a little bit of time, and you learn a lot about what great designs. You just learn a lot about great designs, functionality. And so that really is translated out here into Colorado to help my homeowners see better things that are more advantageous for them.
When folks are trying to work on their own home, I see a lot of do-it-yourselfers out there. You've got YouTube out there. Quickly, the do-it-yourselfer's overwhelmed. He realizes he's in over his head. Sometimes you got plumbing, you got electricity, and not only that, but you have a lot of inspections. So you're basically trying to make sure that there's more than just you involved. What do you say to those folks when it comes to hiring a professional and really just escaping that headache?
Well, a happy wife is a happy life is a term I've heard quite a few times. So if you don't mind a project taking like 5, 10, maybe 20 years, then okay, of course it's going to cost you a little bit more money in the long run. And that is actually the thing. If you're looking to save time and money, you do want to hire a professional. We'll communicate with you, get you exactly what you want, give you a price that's fairly marketed, and take care of you.
Not only that, but it's nice to find somebody like yourself who is local. You never know who you're dealing with. You hire somebody or try to have somebody help. You cut some corners here. In the long run, I'd have to say that you're not saving money at all if it's not done right the first time.
Buddy, my friend, that's exactly correct. We're here to stay. We've been in Colorado for 5 years, and this is our home. We want to see it grow up the right way. We get really upset when you see people that come in here, and they come in and take money, and then they're coming back to us and they're saying, hey, this contractor skipped out on this job. They didn't do this right. We didn't pass these inspections. So it's really important, in my opinion, to hire somebody local.
Hiring somebody local, somebody and quite honestly, somebody who, like you said, it's in your DNA. It's in your blood. You enjoy structures. You enjoy spaces and creating. Is it still rewarding for you as you look back in the many years you've done this, when you basically see a before and after picture or maybe a review somebody writes and they're just blown away by what you've been able to hand them?
Well, yeah, this is a person's living space. We'll take a house and turn it into a home. That's the most important thing. A home is where you want to come home to. It's where you tranquility, serenity. Maybe if you're having loud music and parties, that's where your space is, And so for me, it's the most important thing. It's very rewarding. And as what do I want to say? Evolution. Yep. As things keep on moving and transpiring, homes become a lot smarter. It's just a lot better.
Speaking of evolution, things changing, what kind of changes do you see for your company, Divine Designs? You've done quite a bit in the past year. Where do you kind of see you're shifting to and bringing the folks?
We love what we do. We love additions, we love pop tops, we love basements, and we love bathrooms. That's our primary focus, and we love doing those things. In terms of growth, we'll take on a couple more projects, as we get bigger. Other than that, I don't really see us changing too much because we found our niche. We're good at what we do, and we could give the best quality at the best price in Denver.
Best quality at the best price. You heard it right there. That is Divine Designs. Check out their website. It's on the bottom of the screen right there. A very in-depth website. Has quite a bit of information on there for you. He'll walk you through the steps one by one. Basically even break down Divine Designs for you and explain to you how his philosophy is something that is really in his blood. It's in his nature. It's in the DNA for somebody who enjoys creating something for you and your family. He understands how personal it is to you. He also basically understands the trust that you have placed in him as well. Check out the reviews online, testimonials, check out the gallery. You're going to be very well inspired to put together some great spaces for you and your family. Once again, that is Divine Designs, located right here, Arvada, Colorado, serving the complete Denver metro area. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.